Edgington on the front row, Darren, a pair of 5s, then Bill Mooney and Ward Emery, Steve Anderson alongside Cord Allard, and then a pair of 71s at the back. So 5s up front, 71s at the back with Fawcett and Snare. We're going to go 12 laps, and we're going to take 4.
That's right, Rick. Of course, Scott Greer on the pole in the FYE Motorsports Miller Racing Engines 5GA. Semi-regular competitor here at Red River Co-op Speedway in 2013. Now, you got to imagine, Rick, of course, the World of Outlaws Series uses a different type of tire than does Wazota. A lot of our local drivers are on their harder Wazota tires, and a lot of them also have 360 cubic inch racing engines instead of the open engines like the World of Outlaws do, like the Travelers do. So that can make a difference. However, as the track dries out, horsepower can be less of a factor. Rick?
And green is out. Here we go. We are underway. So off they go into turns 1 and 2. It's Scott Greer showing the way. Down the backstretch, Shane Edgington. Now Emery to the outside of Edgington and Mooney. Out of turn number 4, lap 1 is going to go to Greer. Well, Scott Greer got a real good start, Darren, and right now it's working for him, but Edgington and Emery are starting to close the gap.
Well, Emery, no doubt about it, Rick, a great race driver. He is our reigning modified points champion here at Red River Co-op Speedway, a former world karting champion, so that guy knows how to get around a racetrack.
Obviously so. With that kind of credentials, yeah, I'm going to buy that all the way. But Ward Emery, who's driving Mike Balkin's backup, just split the difference between Edgington and Greer, and now Emery's your leader. Mooney's in the 4th and final transfer spot. He's in the hot seat.
Well, Ward Emery in the 10X looking awful good. He is sponsored by Emery Demolition. That is a Victory Circle chassis. Scott Greer in the Miller Racing Engines 5G in the 2nd spot. Edgington has an open engine bolted into that 5E today, so that is a World of Outlaws caliber engine on board of the 5E.
And he's making it work for him right now at the 4 laps in and 8 to go, so we're 1/3 of the way through the event. Oh, and Greer had a real tough time negotiating turns 1 and 2. It cost him 2nd spot that time as Edgington went by him.
Shane Edgington very smooth on the racetrack. The Avonlea First Canadian Fuels Miller 5E looking strong here.
Now Steve Anderson is closing in on Bill Mooney for the final transfer spot. Does Anderson have what it takes to get by the 2 machine, as Mooney can't keep it planted down low either?
Well, we're going to find out soon, Rick. Of course, those 2 competitors race a lot together. River City Speedway and the like on the Northern Late Model Racing Association Tour, so they know each other.
And Anderson almost picked up the 7-pin as he knocked that Uke tire about 20 feet through the infield, but it stayed where it's supposed to as far as coming out on the racetrack, so we'll stay green. But Anderson lost a lot of time hitting that tire last time by.
Well, Ward Emery certainly looking great out here as he enters turn number 2. 2nd place just entering turn number 1. That is Shane Edgington. 3rd, the 5G of Scott Greer. Mooney managing to hold off the 9 of Steve Anderson out of Grand Forks. But we still have 7 laps remaining.
It'll be 5 to go this time. 5 to go this time, I believe. So it is 4 laps to go. Yeah, we're counting up, Darren.
Okay,
Forgot to tell you about that. That was the wild card. So 4 to go.
There's my mulligan.
You're allowed 1 per race. Your leader, Ward Emery, has got himself a straightaway right now on Edgington. Another straightaway back to Greer. And let's just face it, almost another straightaway to 4th and final transfer spot, Mooney.
Well, no doubt about it, Rick. This racetrack turning dry slick, and that requires a very smooth driving style. Very smooth on the throttle, very smooth on the brake, and Ward Emery is the guy to get that job done here in this particular race, as he is absolutely pulling away from the rest of the field.
If he can hang on these final, well, we'll call it lap and a half now, he's going to get the 19th starting position. We're racing for 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. The final 2 spots will come from provisionals.
Really looking forward to the World of Outlaws late model feature here tonight. 50 laps will be the distance. It is going to be great with the fastest full-bodied stock cars on dirt taken to the track. Checkered flag coming out. Your winner unofficially in the 10X, sponsored by Emery Demolition and Silmac. That is Ward Emery. In the second spot, the 5E of Shane Edgington. Third, the Miller Racing Engines 5G of Scott Greer. Then it is the freehearingtest.ca, leisureliquidators.com 2M. That is Bill Mooney coming home in the fourth spot. Well, some good late model racing and plenty more come your way. We are getting set now to go back to our regular classes of racing. Looks like the Super Trucks will be coming out of the staging area here for their feature.